Peace, peace, peace. Is it peace? It's a battle between the peace and the chaos, right? I read recently that we're always at war with ourselves, personally, right? And what it meant was, there's always going to be a struggle. There's always going to be a this side. There's always going to be a that side. There's always going to be these decisions to make. And we're not necessarily sure where those decisions is going to leave us. But it's a struggle on sometimes deciding what's actually right. And if the decision and the choice is not easy to make, it's not really that peaceful, right? And there's a moment of stillness that we can enter, but within the stillness is where you must figure out strategy on how you're going to win the war. And with that, those strategies, you need will, you need confidence, you need selflessness, and you need bravery, because those are the things that give you the strength, right? I had just thought of something a little earlier. How go? I said, I battle with what I can versus what I could. I battle with what I should versus what I would. Whatever that means. Yeah. But in my life, in our lives, we got to notice the patterns. That it is a forever ending saga of just choices, just these battles, right? Battling pay rent versus, having a nice livelihood, right? Or paying for childcare versus paying for, violin lessons, the battle to even wake up in the morning could be a real thing for some people, right? But everybody's battle looks a little different or a lot different. But the common theme is there is a battle. And I'm not saying battle as a negative thing. There's nothing within the context of what I'm saying that I'm talking negativity, right? I'm talking about the real life struggle and the real life things that we go through that impact us. Not only us, but the people around us, especially people that depend on you. Which is another struggle, right? Trying to live up to a certain kind of quote unquote standard to keep the peace within others around you, which is a hell of a responsibility. The struggle to be responsible versus irresponsible. Oh, every day. As soon as I hit that add to cart button, it's a struggle. But again, everybody's struggle looks different. Everybody's wars is different. Not every war will be won right away. Some wars last years and years and years. And the only way you determine success is how you determine success. Like, what did you gain from that battle, right? And it's important to not only focus on the gains, but also pay attention to what you lost, right? So, like, Memorial Day, right? That's to think about, to remember those who fought for us, right? So it's important to remember your losses in any battle. It's your memorial, remember. Them losses help prepare you for what not to do later on. And to how to win the next war. Because there will always be a war. And again, I don't mean that in a bad way. But some might say, what's positive about war, right? We got a war right now. What's that, Russia and Ukraine? And there's no way of like looking at that in a, I guess, in a positive way, but you know, it's just whatever takeaway you decide. But yeah, the battle between peace and chaos. And if none of this even aligns with anything that, you know, if none of this aligns with not, if anything that I say does not align with your morale or your way of thinking, then that's cool too. You know, I am not the almighty, all-knowing, and it's okay to disagree. I'm humble enough to, you know, to accept that. Yeah, and that's my piece.